Today we're going to be talking about the third round matchup between Andy Roddick and Feliciano Lopez at the Australian Open, and we're going to specifically focus on some of the tactics you'll probably see from Andy. Roddick and Lopez are both big hitters, and Lopez has the tools to pressure Andy. He's got a very nice serve, a big forehand. His ranking has slipped a little bit. That's why they're facing each other in the third round. But Lopez definitely has the ability to do some damage and take control of some points and hit some winners. Now, with that said, I don't think this is going to be a very close match. I think it's going to go 4 sets, and I think Andy's going to win. Wouldn't be surprised if he won in 3 sets. And that's because Andy's playing really well, but his game in the last year has really become more dynamic, and you can see that with the way he's constructing points at the Australian Open. And one of the things Andy's done is take a play from Roger Federer's playbook. And what Roger likes to do, let's pretend this is Roger and circle is the body, stick is the side they're hitting on, so this would be a forehand for a righty. Well, Roger, during a cross-court backhand to backhand rally with his opponent, he will alternate between topspin and slice backhands. And the fact that his opponent is always going to get a different look means that his opponent is more likely to hit a ball that he can then run around and attack. He can hit either an inside-out forehand or an inside-in forehand. Again, the alternating between topspin and a slice backhand prevents his opponent from becoming grooved, and that's what leads to errors or attackable balls. So Federer uses this tactic all the time, again, backhand to backhand rally, looking to run around one of these shots by giving his opponent a lot of variety. Well, Andy has taken that play, and what he's done is really incorporated the slice backhand into his game. It's a shot you really didn't see a couple years ago. Over the course of last year, working with Larry Stefanki, and then at the Australian Open, he's been slicing a lot of balls, and his two-handed backhand is simply a better shot. It's improved the last year. So Andy has been moving around a lot more backhands. And another very important consideration is that Andy, last year he dropped 15 pounds and he's moving extremely well. He was injured to end his 2009 campaign, but that knee injury doesn't seem to be bothering right now, doesn't seem to be affecting him. So he is moving extremely well, and that improved movement allows him to get around a lot more backhands, get to his big forehand, and take control of more points. The last thing I want to do is talk about Andy Roddick's serve, and to do that, I've got some numbers up here. This first number, 126 miles per hour, 75% first serve percentage. Those were Andy's stats in the Wimbledon semifinal against Andy Murray. Right here, 127 miles per hour, 70% first serve, was the final against Roger Federer, that epic final. But down here we've got the first 2 rounds of the Aussie Open. And in the first round, Andy's average first serve speed was 112 miles per hour, 64% first serve percentage. And in the second round, it was 121, 80% first serve percentage. So there is a significant drop in how hard Andy has been hitting his first serve between Wimbledon and the Australian Open right now. Admittedly, this is a small sample size, so I'm curious to see if this remains the same throughout the tournament. But it was an interesting thing that I came across. Now, the question with this is Andy has famously always had a high first serve percentage, but he's not like a Sampras, or at least he used to not be like Sampras, who would really basically try and hit for the exact corners, almost aim for the lines, and Sampras was uncannily accurate. You can have a higher first serve percentage by shrinking the service box a little bit, aiming for a bigger part of the service box, not aiming for the line. And that could account for some of Andy's high first serve percentage earlier in his career. Because what Andy recently said was, he said this after his second round match against Bellucci, he said, I'm hitting my spots pretty well. He said he was happy about that. So what I'm going to be looking for is if Andy has made a transition from pace to better placement on that first serve. Is he dropping the MPH maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour, but going for a little bit more in terms of placement? And by taking it down a little, by dropping the speed a little bit, he can maintain that high first serve percentage, even though he's being more aggressive with that placement. So that'd be an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing I'm going to be looking for, because you couple this with some of the other changes in Andy's game with the improved backhand and the improved movement, and you've kind of got a pretty significant makeover in the past year working with Larry Stefanki. So because it's Andy Roddick playing, we're going to give away 2 of his rookie cards. They're autographed rookie cards, and they're each worth about $50 a piece, thanks to Tennis Express for providing those. And what you have to do to win one of these 2 cards is accurately predict the score of the match. Whoever gets the closest, the 2 people that get the closest, are going to win these autographed rookie cards. So what you need to do is rate this video, subscribe to our channel, and then post in the comments below, post your prediction. And the deadline is the start of the match. And after the match is over, I'm going to go through the comments, figure out the 2 people who got the closest, and they are going to be the winners. So good luck. Want to know the secret to Roger Federer's forehand? Click the link in the description and sign up for our 100% free course.